What you doing out here with all this ass? Double cheeked up on a Thursday afternoon, hella ass.
Hey, are you talking to me? Because that is so disrespectful. You can't talk about women in that way.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't jump to conclusions. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about that fine FiNN LMG.
No way, it's a good gun. Fancy jumping in a domination?
Oh yeah, sure. That sounds really fun.
Psych!
What's going on everyone? My name is CakeyC and welcome to the channel. So this video is another addition to the setup series and we're focusing on the FiNN LMG. Probably the dumbest name of any gun I've ever heard in Call of Duty history. To unlock this dumbass gun, you have to get one melee kill whilst holding an LMG per match. And what Infinity Ward didn't tell you is that you can actually leave the game that you've just been in and then start a new one, get that melee kill and then just leave straight away. So it's a dumb challenge for a dumb gun. But we're not out here to judge a book by its cover, and the FiNN, it's alright. It's no Bruin pre-nerf, and it's probably not even a PKM. But it's okay, it does the job, you can definitely win with this gun, and that's why we're having a look at it today. So before we get onto it, if you enjoyed the cinematic at the start, make sure to drop a like on the video. Let me know in the comments what you've thought of the FiNN so far, and as always feel free to subscribe to the channel for all of the latest Call of Duty news, tips and tricks, how-tos, class setups and much more. Let's jump onto the gunsmith and have a look at the FiNN. So this video is going to be the FiNN's build for Warzone. I didn't really like it in multiplayer. It's okay, but it's a little bit slow and the reload time is just way too long to be using in any multiplayer scenarios for myself. So we're going to focus on a Warzone build. Let's start off with the muzzle, and obviously that's going to be the monolithic suppressor. That's no surprise at all. Damage range, sound suppression, and it's going to take away some aim down sight speed and walking steadiness, but they're not that bad for cons. So moving on to the barrel. So the barrel does give quite a lot of diversity, probably the most I've seen so far. So we've got loads to choose from here, but the ones that have the green text are going to be the best ones to use. And the one that seems to come out on top is the XLK long shot adverse barrel. This is going to give you damage range, bullet velocity and fire rate. But if you look through all of the barrels, this is basically the best of a bad bunch. Some are going to give you fire rate. Obviously the one we're going for is the long shot that gives damage range, without the damage range, and some fire rate, bullet velocity. Obviously the one we're going for is the long shot that gives damage range, bullet velocity and fire rate. But the long shot adverse does come out on top. Moving on, because you are getting those ADS speed penalties from the barrel and the muzzle, the tac laser is needed here, otherwise this gun does become pretty slow. Then the iron sights on this gun aren't really up to scratch, so we've chucked on the VLK optic. If you want the Corp Combat holographic sight, you can also chuck that on as well. Let me know down in the comments below which one you prefer and which one you think is the meta in Warzone. Then moving on to the final attachment slot, we have the Ranger foregrip. Now, a bit of a debate over this. Should it be the Ranger? Should it be the Commando? Should it be the Merc? Now, the Merc did get nerfed recently. One of the more noticeable things is that it does decrease your movement speed. So because of that, we are going to go for the Ranger foregrip on this build. It's just going to add a little bit more recoil control at longer distances. But this is down to personal preference and how the player handles their recoil. So chuck on whichever one you prefer, but as long as there is an underbarrel on this build, I think everything should be okay. And there we have it. Quick summary, we've got the monolithic suppressor, the XLK long shot adverse barrel, the tac laser, VLK optic, and then the Ranger foregrip. So there we have it guys, that's one of the best builds that you can be running on the FiNN LMG in Warzone. It's not the best gun, but it is definitely a competitor, and you'll see in some of the gameplay on screen that it does melt people at pretty close range. It's definitely not as good as the AMAX, probably not as good as the Bruin still, or the PKM, but it's definitely nice to have in your arsenal just to spice things up a bit and throw a different gun into the mix now and again, which is always nice. And I think what they've done with this gun, apart from the pretty shit name, is that they've added a gun that's okay, it's viable, and I think that's good for where the game is at the moment. Warzone's starting to get a bit old, guys. It's been around for a while now, and I know that the Black Ops Cold War hype is definitely starting to build up now, and I'm very excited to see what they do with Warzone for the new game. But we've still got at least 2 months before then, so I think they need to keep bringing things out the bag. Like the FiNN LMG, it's not that good, but it's definitely good enough to level up and use now and again. So I hope you enjoyed the video and the funny cinematic at the start. Let me know if you did by dropping a like on the video. Let me know what you think of the FiNN down in the comments below. And as always, feel free to subscribe to the channel for all of the latest Call of Duty news, tips and tricks, how-tos, class setups, and much more.